Hi, good morning. I'm just getting myself organised and about to head out the door off to Mind, Body, Soul Festival. I think they call it festival at Dublin RDS. It's south of the river down there. So very wet and windy day. Looking forward to the drive, despite the weather. Just getting a few bits organised. Bottle of water, fill up from the tap. I don't buy bottled water. It's not a spiritual thing to do. There's a lot of things that I don't do that people do, and that's people's choices at the end of the day. But I think if you can make your life a bit lighter and a bit easier, taking your own water with you is obviously a no-brainer. Saves you some money, saves on plastic. But, you can stop at other places on the way and get some more water put in your bottle. People don't normally have a problem with that. And if they do, there's something very wrong. It is stuff that falls out of the sky, let's be honest. And a few bits and pieces food-wise and that. Probably stop for, a break on the way and that. It would take me about maybe 2.5 hours to get down there. So looking forward to that and about to head off in a moment. So I'll see you on the other side. So not long arrived at the RDS. A lot of people here in Hall 4 today, 1st of March 2026. At the moment I'm looking at a yoga session that's going on. There's one sort of alley or row of tarot readers and etc. There's loads of people selling crystals and other related items as you would expect, but there is literally something for everyone here. Haven't seen many kids here actually, which is quite surprising. Thought some people, their children would probably like it, but just going to have another wander around because I haven't done all of it yet and see what else there is and keep you updated with what I'm seeing as I go along. Right, just as I'm walking round, I've bumped into a nice lady called Susan, and she does something called, if I'm going to pronounce this correctly, Melchizedek labyrinth healing. And Melchizedek is an archangel, and what this consists of is literally, is this a brass plate, Susan?
Yeah,
is it?
But you can do it on a piece of paper.
Okay. So what it looks like is like it's a circle, and within the circle is these grooves, and it's somewhat a bit like a tree, but drawn in a line form, so it goes round and round in curves. So the object of it is to point your finger at the outside of this, like I call it a tree, and then gently follow the lines around until eventually you meet the middle of the tree. While I do that, Susan is holding 1,000 rod, and as you come along to certain points on this, I don't know, what do you actually call this?
It's a Melchizedek 7-circuit classical labyrinth.
Right.
So, and this is, I got this from Wild Goose. It's a 3D form, but it can actually work on paper. So it's an ancient symbol that goes way back in time. It's carved on stone in all over the world. There's one in the Hollywood labyrinth carved on stone that was in Wicklow, but it's in the,
no, you're joking me. I've been there.
In the Glendalough
No way!
Centre.
You're joking me.
They're increased. They're all over the world.
Right, I'm not going to go down that road at the minute, but I've actually been to Hollywood in Wicklow. And there's not many people that have gone there. Apparently it's got the oldest pub in Ireland there, isn't it? Yeah,
so.
See, I know my stuff. As I went round the rings of this, and they're not complete rings, it's like literally a line that starts, as I said, on the outside and goes to the inside. You reach a certain point and you might find that you're in a bit of pain. And as Susan's holding the rod will move slightly. So if any of you have ever seen dowsing, you'll know that when you hit water, the rods will cross. But her rod is like moved at certain points on this piece of brass here, which I've forgotten the terminology for it already. And she's telling me that this is what that is about, is that certain part of your chakra, etc. It's absolutely mind-blowing. So I would say to you, if you fancy something like that, give Susan a ring. I'll give you a number. She's in Enfield in County Meath, right, in the Emerald Isle. It's 0872 917 237. And she also works with animals as well, but I've absolutely had my mind blown today.
I'm only halfway there.
And only halfway there. So thank you very much, Susan. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you. 9:30, just got in. Weather's appalling. Literally 15 minutes from my home. weather just changed like the flick of a switch, very peculiar, but what a really fabulous day out. Did meet some very interesting people, some very interesting things going on there as well. Lots of treatments, lots of different things for the body, anything from CBD creams and to stuff that I cannot describe. Right, some of this stuff I've not seen before. And I'd have to spend a certain amount of time reading what they put out or speaking to people that are exhibiting this stuff. But some of it was really completely off the grid. I would say a very, very interesting day out. In fact, it was a 3-day event. Definitely worth going to, something like that. It's not somewhere where you're going to find peace and tranquility. However, there are people there doing treatments, things like Reiki and other forms of meditation and healing. And the amount of people doing readings and stuff, there was an awful lot of people like that doing readings and things. And I ended up giving a reading to the lady that was Susan, that did my Melchizedek thingy-majig, because I don't really know what to call it. I'd have to look it up again and see what it was called, but it was really, really enjoyable, and definitely something there for everybody. I would definitely recommend what Susan has done today, this Melchizedek. I can't... it's like I said, it's like a tree, right? And I'm not going to call it Melchizedek's tree, but that's the only way I can describe it. If you do come across it, or you like what you've heard today in the podcast, look it up, maybe even look up Susan. It is something I've not experienced before, and I would definitely recommend it. Something so very, very simple, and as the key to unlocking, a lot of blockages and other challenges that you might be currently facing at the moment. So anyway, that is me for the day, and I hope you enjoyed listening. Stay tuned for more up and coming podcasts as and when I decide to do them, or as and when I get the content to put together and put something out there for you guys to listen to. Anyway, stay safe, stay lucky, be good.